Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Pokémon Sleep. Let's head in and check out last night's sleep research. To be honest, though, I had a pretty rough night of sleep last night, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be walking into today. Not feeling my best rest, so let's see what happened. Alright, thankfully it's a full 100 sleep score. But almost no slumbering. Lots of dozing, lots of snoozing. Alright, so snoozing wins out. At least makes me feel better. I did accidentally also knock off the Go++ off of the bed as I was waking up from my alarm. So I was worried that there was going to be some... You always just have some of that small little bit of dread of just, what am I going to walk into today? Thankfully that's not the case. I just got to make sure to get to bed early and figure out what was causing that. That's 73 million drowsy power though. We have 7 out of 8 spawns, but we got a little bit of everything. So let's see who's in camp today. Alright, a top belly Palmy. That's new. We got Mr. Mime, Doug Trio, another Mr. Mime, another Palmy, Flaffy, and Diglett. Well, no Pokemon I'm specifically looking for out of this group, so this is going to be a little bit of a struggle. I mean, I am happy that we are getting a new sleep style today, so that is nice. Slowly working towards completing all the sleep style dex goals. And that finishes out Palmies. Nice. Alright. Is there anyone hungry? No. Doug Trio is within recruitable range, like we saw the day before. So that, I think, because everyone else has been recruited, that's got to be the go-to. A little bit much for just 2 pips, but it's a free biscuit, and there wasn't anything else I was really looking for. So I'll take it. And today's daily gift, 15 diamonds. Which is good. I'm probably going to be spending diamonds in the next week, so it's good to stock up now. But I am going to share that a top belly Palmy. Not only is that good to share out for folks that are still leveling up this newest healer, but it's also in a top belly and a leaf photo bomb, so it's got a little bit of everything. Alright, a nice 4,000 research XP and just shy of 7,000 dream shards. Thankfully I haven't been spending a whole lot, so that's just continuing to add to the bank. We have a rash nature Doug Trio. What is your ingredient spread? Tomato leek tomato. Not a single, well, I mean, I've got tomatoes pretty good right now. It's the leeks that are usually pretty nice from Doug Trio, but I think I have one that's pretty good for that. But let's take a look at these sub-skills. We got Ingredient Finder M right off the gate, so that's great to see. Research XP bonus, you know, not a bad thing to have there. Energy Recovery bonus, not helping too much in consecutive Research XP, Energy Recovery. Helping Speed is good, and Ingredient Finder S all the way at 100. And it's got Ingredient Finding up, so this is really good at finding ingredients, but it's got not the most amount of room to store it. And that's, I think, the biggest problem. Because basically I could leave this on autopilot, completely leveling it to 100, but it's not going to get more than an extra couple of carry limit from the Good Sleep Ribbon. But I don't know it's necessarily so bad that I want to throw that to the professor. So let's we can take a look. Let's clear that off. Thank you. I am just curious. It's only going to be carry limit 16. Thank you. Website's just acting real slow today. Actually, give me a second here. I'm gonna just refresh this in the background. See if that is fixing anything. Might have just been a little bit since I last had the website open. There we go. Now it's behaving a little better. Just needed the good turn off, turn on again. Much like all technology. Research XP bonus, energy recovery bonus, helping speed, and ingredient. And rat. And I just want ingredient strength, period. Just because it does have 2 types of ingredients in its loadout. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Like, it's good. The only way that it can get better would be having inventory to hold it in. So this would be good for having just a little bit of leeks, majority tomatoes, but also having the ability to check the game regularly to empty out that stockpile of ingredients. So 94, not bad. Yeah. Alright. Well, that seems where that's going to settle out. So, definitely seems like it's worthwhile to hold on to for now. I may not have a space for it right this second, but it's not bad stat-wise, so worthwhile to earmark for later. These are the Pokemon I'd rather hold on to than ones that I just mean to transfer and don't. Alright, a little bit of sneaky snacking from the EXP team. 10 diamonds from our rewards stamp. Was I getting to bed on time? Enough? Yeah. Alright, missions are looking good. Still got 5 more ranks to get to Master 3. So still a ways to go there. Looks like there is no news. So we just had the sleep report yesterday. And community, it's only been like 8 hours. 25. 25, not bad. Alrighty. With that, let's make some breakfast, collect the ingredients because they have been collecting all night, and get ourselves set up for tomorrow. So I've already got all the ingredients that I need for Clodsire Eclair to start the day. And got some extra fiery herbs. I'm about to get a whole boatload more. No 30% on, so we'll push the extra tasty to lunch. And there's our rank up, just like I thought. Rank 62, Early Bird Coffee Jelly. Which is probably what I should have to get my day started. Not a coffee drinker, but I can definitely use some caffeine right now to get things started. Alright, and that'll put us pretty close to Ultra 4. Get a little bit of filler for... Very nice. That's good to see to start the day. Yeah, that filler is going to work out real nice. Alright. Not bad. And now that that's all collected, not topped off this time, I have room for other ingredients. So, looking at things for tomorrow, I've got... Things are looking good for honey. I've got the coffee that I mostly need, at least to kind of like keep progressing through the day. Milk, I've got a little bit more than one dish, so things are looking good for just continuing to keep the standard team on there through today, and then once I get that first cook in, flipping to start getting some more cocoa. Because I would like to still build up some more extra tasty chances before tomorrow. You know, cash out for lunch, build up over dinner, wake up for breakfast, which means I probably should leave the DNA on the EXP team, flip one of them off, and just try to continue keeping a nice, strong, healthy amount of extra bonus to go in. As at this point, ooh, screen recording, what happened? Just trying to play catch up with me. There we go. Just doing too much at once. So, sitting at Ultra 3, Ultra 4 by the time lunch happens, because sneaky snacking will just kind of hold things over. So realistically, we're looking to make up, we're at 800,000. We need to get to 1.2 million. So that's going to be approximately 400,000 strength between the 5 meals that are available. So tomorrow is going to be a little bit easier because each one should theoretically be somewhere in the 70 to 80,000 by themselves. Oh no, that's just the... Yeah. So that is just if I was doing the Early Bird Coffee Jelly. With the Clonsire Eclair, that has a much higher base. So realistically, let's think this through. Terrible to try to do math early in the morning and when tired. With the Early Bird Coffee Jelly, looking probably in another 60 to 70,000 through today, with if I don't have any other extra tasties. So that's one of our 400,000. So then, realistically, if I can get each of the cooks, even if they're not extra tasty, I should just be barely getting over the line. I think I was a little bit luckier last week with the amount of extra tastios I was getting earlier in the week to get me set up for greater success going into Sunday. But it's still doable. It's still just going to be coming in tight to those last couple cooks. But I think I'm set up for success, so that feels good. Missions are nearly complete, and then tomorrow will be the last regular full day of growth week before we get into the new moon day. And then I'm excited to see what that's going to look like. Ready to get some biscuits bought, feed some Pokemon, planning to stay right on Old Gold Power Plant because I do want to also encounter Murkrow. As a reminder, this might be a good opportunity to just stop and take a peek. Yeah, so if you are looking for Murkrow and Honchkrow through next week, as a reminder, you gotta go to Greengrass, Snowdrop, or Old Gold. You can go anywhere for New Moon Day, but if you're specifically looking for these Pokemon... Oh, that's right. I'm getting ahead of myself. They will spawn in every area for this first New Moon Day, but after that, they'll be on those spots. I'm gonna make sure, since I'm still working on the area bonus for Old Gold Power Plant, I'm gonna stay there. But mostly just trying to focus then, for those couple of days, trying to get a good Murkrow into Honchkrow, regardless of what it happens to be. It'd be nice for I think we could use a berry collector, but also would be kind of cool to see some fun skill stuff. But I'm rambling. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know how your growth week's been going down in the comments below, and I'll see you back tomorrow with some more sleep research. But until then, and especially for me, sleep well.